Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back once again to another match. Now we got CSPS going up against 228X. I know I'm ready. Brower, are you ready? Actually, I might not be unmuted in Discord. Let me check. I can't see that right. No, I'm not. There we go. Yeah, pro streamer there. I forgot to unmute myself.
Yeah, right, I heard you say welcome back and then nothing.
Yeah, it's like, no, I hit the yeah. So, whoops. All right. Again, we have 228, or we have CSPS versus 228 Storm. The only thing I need to make sure of, yes, that's the one thing difference is we have NA, then Oceanic, then NA for the servers. So beyond that, we'll see what map they choose. Matter of fact,
right, ready for them to start the ban?
Yeah, let me hop over to the, no, not map strat, map ban. There you go. Man, it was map something. Yep, we are ready to get the map ban process started.
Yep, and again, this will be a best of 3 like the match that we just casted, which was GNX versus FJRD. And the winner of this match will go on to face GNX next week. And the other team will unfortunately be eliminated. All right, CSPS bans Canyon. 228X bans Ruby.
All right, so let's see what map CSPS picks for their first drop. Makes you wonder if they're talking about it, thinking about it, saying, here's what's left. All right, there you go, Tourmaline.
I think we saw them play this against RJF, if I'm remembering correctly.
I think so. I believe so.
No, that was ME. Never mind. Wrong team. Maybe they played against 5JDX. My memory gets a little fuzzy on some of these. But yeah.
There's been a few matches that have happened.
We have seen CSPS beat DPS and then lose to 5JDX. And then for 228X, they lost to ME in the first round.
Waiting for 228X to pick their map that they'd like to drop on the second drop.
Grim. Grim. And that means that mining will be the decider if we go all the way to 3.
All right. So next question is swap right off the bat. All righty.
Yep. So 228X picked Team 1 for Tourmaline.
And of course, the unit tags are a little different on both sides. So this one, I have to make sure that they say that we're good before I do anything. No swap for the second one.
Oh yeah, it's a bit of a mishmash on both sides.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, mostly CSPS on one and a few 228 on the other side. And, all right, so then no swap for just the initial swap, and they're staying there.
Excellent.
I should have invited them all the other direction then. All right. We tell them to go ahead and stand by for the side swap. And all right, let's see here. As long as they don't move and all stay in the exact same position they're in, should be good.
Yeah, I believe that's right.
All right. And then just asking for them to confirm it first, just to make sure server side is right, Tourmaline is set, everything else looks good. So as long as they confirm that the sides are right. Maybe. They're talking amongst each other, making sure that they're all friends and don't have the enemies there.
All right. Absent a response, I'm going to say Team 1's on the clock.
All righty. There we go. Let's do it. and several people that, of course, I'm very familiar with from the streaming side of the community. Bunch of really good players, good people. So, well, curious to see how this one goes.
Yeah, and I always get a kick out of seeing Eon tags in game again. It's been a while since I've run into them.
I've heard that about some of the tags that we've been seeing coming back. I don't know if it's just because of just comp, but also just a lot of the changes in the game and the additions and stuff. We've been seeing players who've been out for quite a while coming back and getting back into the game, which is really nice to see too. We're not missing anything over here. No, we're looking.
We're missing 2 players from 228X, but I assume they're mech labbing.
Oh, yeah.
That old comp pastime of going to fine tune a mech or choose to bring a new mech to the drop.
Because now they know what map it is, what side they're on, so that can make some quick changes. So, pulling an audible right there up on the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Me and my attempting to do football chat that I don't watch football, just saying. Madden for the NES is the last time, so. Alrighty. Score sheet back up, so I've got that handy.
Yeah, I mean, we could look at the map strat if you have that available.
I was just about to lean over and ask you want to do that. Let me pull that button up there. There we go. Here's Tourmaline.
All right, so from Team 1, there is the little cutout where you can stick a trader or 2 up there. You can get onto, I think it's both of those spires, or even use Echo 4. And very frequently, you're going to want to contest Theta with part of your wolf pack. So to get a 3 cap, you might want to control Theta and then maybe Epsi, obviously, and send somebody out to Gamma. Usually a really fast mech, and just try and be cautious up there. From the other side, we generally see teams use Gulf 6 with 1. I think we've even seen 2 traders up there once or twice. And it's very common for teams to set up somewhere in this region, especially with their wolf pack, and obviously contest Theta as well. And I think for the south side, it's going to depend on where the other team is, but there's a decent chance you could go to Sigma either that way or take the really long route if you think that stretch is going to be dangerous there in Gulf 4. And you can probably even send somebody to Gamma. But again, that's kind of the risky cap, I feel like, with these spawns because of how isolated it is. Unless from Team 2, you're trying to do something which I think we saw RJF do, if I'm remembering correctly, which is this push up through Echo 7, Delta 6, Delta 5. And in that case, you might just want everybody to commit to the fight, but you may be able to send somebody to Gamma if you're not full committing.
Yeah, no, those Gamma and Sigma are so far out there and remote that it is risky, but it could be beneficial at the same time. That's where having your lights scout and kind of give you an idea of where everybody is before you make that call to go for it or not.
Yep. And depending on the situation, you may be able to use the high ground on the Spire in some way. We saw JGX use it a bit earlier today, mostly with their light pack. It used to be that you would very frequently see big traders up on the Gulf 4, Gulf 5 Spire. But with where the spawns are now, that's really risky. So it's been more common to see maybe a fast Pop-Tart get up there eventually, or light mechs kind of using that. It's just much harder to put. Used to see Annie 1Ps occasionally, or very frequently. Excellent, a Warhawk Stalker or something like that.
Right. All right, let me get those side sides up there, and we're good to go. So, yep. Let's do this launching. First drop of the night with CSPS versus 228X going on to Tourmaline. sorry, I had to cough. I had to mute there for a second. All right. Alrighty. I'm loaded in.
Yep, let's see what they're planning to do. Usually we're going to see ER large here, but I'm always happy to be surprised.
Right. Alrighty. All right, I'm going in. I'm in. Dered goes to Fasta. So we'll say Dered. In Dered's mech, like a tongue twister. Shadowcat with heavy machine guns and large laser. Royal Star, heavy machine guns and the Spider. Jay-Z in the Crusader 5T, small lasers and some large lasers. Fire Ant in the Viper with heavy machine guns and micros. Sir Epic Boner in the Executioner Prime with a bunch of micros and some PPCs. Lizzie in the Marauder 2C with large lasers. Siso in the Corsair with large and Gauss rifles, and then Brian Ferry in the Mistlinks with heavy machine guns and smalls.
All right, we've got Lamental in a Commando 3A with 2 light peeps, Deathly Eyes in a Vulcan with 2 snubs, Ghost Paladin in a Viper with 5 ER Meads and 8 LMGs, Dio in a Hunchback 2CA with 4 ER large, St. Pauli in a Summoner with 4 SPLs, 2 ER peeps, Nate in a Crusader 6T with 3 ER large, 11 smalls, Nyander in a Direwolf with 2 Gauss, 5 ER large, and then Yondu in the classic 6 ER large Stalker 5S. And we're seeing a couple mechs from 228X moving up towards Spire really aggressively, the XE and the Crusader 6T, and I think Lamental is going to get a look at them real soon. Yep, he's got to see them. I don't really see... Oh, yeah, so Jay is getting shot by, looks like St. Pauli, so they're well aware that there are a couple mechs over there. And it looks like Brian has taken kind of a lot of damage in this little skirmish over Theta, but nothing open yet, so, still in it.
Yeah, we have one that is backcapping Sigma right now. Not sure who that is.
Yep, caps are 3-2 advantage 228X, but they have taken more damage so far. It looks like Dio has been kind of the focused target so far from the CSPS side.
All right, Ghost is hopping up to check out Jay-Z and Sir Epic right now.
Oh, yep, he is going to run away from that 6T. That is a scary mech.
Not what you want to find here. Of course, Crusaders being brought in only finally for stage 2 of the competition. They were not allowed in stage 1.
Yeah, both teams just like kind of feeling out where the other team is, what they're trying to do. And especially for 228X with the cap advantage right now, they can just kind of sit and try and force CSPS to come to them or to make a mistake.
Didn't get a good view here. We've got 228 kind of down on the side of the mountain here with CSPS poking over the top.
Red in the Shadowcat, already a side torso open. He's been taking quite a bit of damage. Looks like from Nate and I think one of the other range mechs was hitting him. I'm not sure who though. He's going to take Sigma, so put a 4 cap on.
Siso's down to 73%. Oh, and Lizzie just lost something. Popped up over there.
Everything... Oh wait, no, I was looking at the wrong mech. Just an arm, I think. Yeah.
So nothing critical yet.
Yeah, not too bad, but Lizzie is pretty shot up. 228X turning it into a 4 cap. It'll be a 3 cap once Gamma goes to CSPS. Deathly is getting forced off of Spire, so 228X is kind of claiming Spire a little bit more at this point, although Nate might be able to cause them some problems if the strikes continue to miss him. I think he took like 3% from that one, so that's not a bad deal.
This is interesting to see the view here with Nate right above Brian Ferry and Sir Epic.
Brian's got to be very careful. He is really shot up. Um, looks like he took some strike damage or back shots at some point. He almost lost a side torso. Oh, and CSPS are taking Theta.
Yeah, see that in
So
the
they're
distance here?
going to be catching up in the cap game now.
Gonna force 228 to have to make another move.
And they've really been bleeding armor, so I'm not sure if they're really going to be in a good position to do that. If they want to, they probably need to get a couple of quick kills to take some firepower
And
off
here,
the field.
here you go. You got a bunch of them heading into the center right now. And
Yeah, they're getting shots from the Spire, though.
yeah, they're
From
they're,
Nate
they're,
and
they're getting
Ghost
stopped.
Paladin even. And now we've got Elemental Jester and the Commando 3A going to Epsi and popping the traders in the back with his light peeps. So CSPS are going to actually be grabbing a 4-cap. Well, they won't hold it, but they'll be back capping, which is always helpful.
Jay-Z down to 42%, still has 5 smalls and 3 are large. So he's hurt, but still has some good firepower left.
Yep, a lot of hurt mechs on the field, especially for 228X right
There you
now.
go. All right, looks like yeah, definitely just finished off Jay-Z.
Yeah, it just seems like just a waiting game to see when CSPS will take the cap lead. I think 228X needs to do something here, but it doesn't really seem like they know what they want to do to try and break this stalemate, and I feel like they're just going to keep bleeding armor at this point. Brian Ferry goes down, so they're bleeding mechs and bleeding armor.
Yeah, Lizzie's down to 33%, sitting in a strike.
Nate running across, so I think CSPS realized that 228X are pretty weak. They want to get this show on the road, finish this drop off. Poner goes down. Fire Ant and Royal are taking a lot of damage from the ER Large as they try and run away from the Theta area. Elemental is just kind of bullying the assault.
He is. Royal Star sees that and is not heading towards that now.
Fire Ant might jump him now. Jump the Commando, that is. Oh, it looks like he thought the better of it. Okay.
Yeah, he changed his mind. Nope. The Elemental's making sure he's aware.
Polly's coming in to try and finish off the traders. Takes out Lizzie. Gonna work on X-Chico next. He's halved.
Oh, red goes down.
Polly is now halved.
Yeah.
And he shuts down, so he might get taken out. Lizzie.
Oh, almost.
Not quite enough. So 228X trying to play the cap game at this point. They're still ahead on points, but they're going to be behind on caps. So I don't think they're going to be able to eke out the cap win here, especially since Epsi is about to be jumped.
Yeah, Fire Ant over there working on Gamma, but yeah. There you go. Right on time to see that one.
Royal. Nice shot in the back there. CSPS are now ahead on caps, ahead on cap points, so there just really is no way forward for 228X in this drop.
So we can go out to Gamma and give Fire Ant some support here.
Yep, he's just running along at this point. Not really much to do.
Well, this is 3 CPS, 4 CPS, CSPS. We're heading that way.
Yeah, I don't know that they're going to get to him in time.
Yeah, they're not going to cross paths before the 750 gets hit, I think.
Not soon enough to kill him anyway. I say that now, and then they get a headshot or something. Who knows?
Right. Well, they're definitely coming this direction, but I think they're just barely going to miss him.
Yeah, I don't think they'll even see each other at this point. Well, good job from CSPS. Well played.
The enemy has capped enough resources. We've failed.
So we'll go on to Grim.
All right, let me publish the stats here real quick.
looking at the damage numbers, a bunch of players with 500 or higher on CSPS. We got Yondu with 565, Nandera with 585 and a kill. Pauly with 577, Dio with 501. Pauly also got a kill, and Deathly in that Vulcan kill securing 3 kills. And from the 228X side, 458 from Lizzie, 457 from X Chico. No kills, obviously, and just low damage on some of their mechs from the Wolfpack.
All right, so we are moving over to Grim Plexus, and this will be on the Oceanic server. Back to the lobby view for a moment. Oh, Lizzie disconnected.
Maybe left to Mech Lab or something.
Maybe? Yeah. And there's no there is no side swap for this one, so with the map set and region set, we should be good.
All right.
And on that note, then, Abstract, Grim Plexus. I hit the right button here. Yay, the right button. There it is.
Excellent. So I feel like we were just talking about this a minute ago because we just did this on the other in the other drop. But Alpha, you often want to send somebody to Kappa, at least to see if you can take that. Sometimes even send the full wolf pack there to try and jump somebody. Very frequently put a fast mech like a Flea or something in Charlie and grab Sigma, grab Epsi, and you may do the same from Bravo to either take or contest Theta. And a very strong trading position for Team 2 is Hamburger Hill, so often you will see teams set up there. So we might see CSPS set something up there. From the other side of the map, again, wrong thing.
Oh, the other color.
Yep. You might see them send one to see if they can get Kappa, or even send more to try and get a gank. From Alpha, go to Gamma, Epsi. And often you'll see teams trading from some of like these positions. We've seen a couple of teams do a push around this side, and sometimes it's worked. Other times it has very much not worked. I think that would tend to work best if the whole opposing team is pretty much balled up on Hamburger Hill and it can't kind of get dragged into a long running fight. Yeah, but that's what I have for the moment. I'm sure teams have found other spots up on the crystals and other trading positions as well.
Oh, very much so. That's about long range trading. I said just getting the visuals of where they're at so you can make quick changes.
Yep.
Lizzie is back, so yay on that. God, I may have gotten worried for a brief moment there.
Yeah, I think probably just mech labbing. Once dead in a match, you don't have to stick around if you don't want to.
Right. With the other disconnects we've had earlier today, and even in the other casts, you still got to worry about it.
Yep, absolutely. And for overall strats on this, I think most often you would see range strats. This is a big, wide open map, so a lot of ER large, Gauss, that kind of thing. Could also see like an aggressive laser vomit push. I tend to feel that Brawl can be tough just because of how open a lot of the lines are. But, it kind of depends on what your opponent does too and what you feel most confident in. So we'll see. These teams seem comfortable with range. I think there's a good chance they'll bring ranged assaults and then kind of standard Wolfpack stuff.
Yeah, I think there was, I don't remember which team it was, but I know that there were lerms that were brought to this map for one of the comps. Some people were bringing using laser for a brawl deck, which kind of surprised us. But in the end, it worked, and the other team was not ready for it. So yeah, you never know. And Team 1 is all locked in except Lizzie.
Yeah, I think if a team wanted to do Lerms, you'd probably want to do it from Team 1, just because if you try and do it from Team 2 and they set up in gas station, or like Gulf 7, Gulf 8, there's some decent Lerm cover there. I don't really expect we'll see Lerms, but you never know.
True. No, this is Worlds, but still, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen we have seen Lerms in finals a number of times, so it's certainly possible.
All right, Team 1 is
Okay.
locked in. Going back and rewatching the the broadcast at the same time, it's like, wow, that was that long ago? That's 5 minutes? Wow. I can remind you, y'all are just now seeing the scores, and we're here almost ready to drop into our second match.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that light PPC commando pick. I don't remember if I've seen that before, but it's a nice little annoying cap mech, and that's,
yeah.
I mean, that's what the commando does best. So
Oh, yeah, well, then Caps and, unknowingly pokes if the other ones gets them to turn and gets distracted, and they wonder what the heck's going on. The next thing you know, they're hitting from the other side again, and then you just kind of lose focus that way. I know, it happens all the time.
And so we see from Team 1 their Alpha Charlie. So good chance that they're going to send heavy light pack to Kappa, I think. And then the other mechs may go to trading positions or go to Gamma Epsi. But we'll see. They could also just be going to trading positions from Charlie. I don't know. Team 2 looks like they're spreading it out a bit more.
All right.
So far, heavy and Charlie for CSPS, so they may be just deciding to go head on with the mechs at Kappa. Oh, never mind. They are moving around.
Interesting. Waiting to see if they're doing any more land stands.
Some mind games, you know.
It is. Wait, they're gonna do this. Wait, no, hold on. They're gonna do that now. Wait, I don't know anymore. Ladies, there's just gonna be some mech on mech action. That's what's gonna happen here. And they're locked in.
All right, they're locked. Perfect.
And so here we go.
Yeah, and they're split between the three, mostly Bravo. So yeah, I don't think they'll be hard committing to Kappa.
Right.
That'd be a risky move anyway. Doesn't seem to be what they're trying to do based on the last drop.
So Oceanic, I'm not sure. I think they may all load in faster than me. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't usually play on Oceanic. Seems to have loaded in quickly though, at least.
Yeah, it did. Nice. Okay. Yeah, no, I typically do North American, and I'll add in European sometimes, depending if the queue times are slow. So, and here we go, folks, and dropping into the mech now. All right, I'm in Dread's mech again. This time, let's see what they're rocking. We got the Shadow Cat with heavy machine guns and some ER large lasers. Syso in the Stormcrow with small pulse lasers, medium pulse lasers. Sir Epic in the Stalker with ER large lasers. JC in the Crusader 60 with a bunch of small lasers and a couple ER large. Royal Star in the Incubus with heavy machine guns and medium pulse lasers. Fire Ant the Viper with heavy machine guns and ER micros. Lizzie in the Corsair 7A with some ER larges and a couple Gauss rifles. Brian Ferry in the Roughneck 3A with large pulse lasers and some ER mediums. What do you got over there?
All right, so we have Elemental in that 2 light peep commando. Again, we've got Ghost Paladin in a Viper with 5 ER meads and 8 light machine guns. Deathly in the Jenner 2C2 with 4 heavy meads. Yandu in a 4 peep Warhawk Prime. Polly in a 2 peep 4 SPL Summoner. Nyan in a 6 ER large Stalker 5S. Nate in that same Crusader 6T, 3 large, 11 smalls, and then Dio in the Skull. Looks like he overmasked a little bit, 4 LPLs.
All right, so over here in Kappa, Elemental was and Fire and Siso were all on the way to it as soon as they started capping it. However, Elemental moved away, so that's where that sits currently. Elemental currently is waiting, possibly go back in, maybe take over.
He's waiting for them to leave Kappa.
Yeah, I can
Just
see him
maybe
moving
knows
around
the
right now.
timing that they are likely to hit or something.
Yeah.
Kind of making a bet there because I don't think he'd have any information.
Nope, and they are far enough away now. He might see that. He's likely about to come in there and start taking Kappa back. There you go.
So far, 228X have an advantage in caps, but CSPS are going to take a 2-1 lead, and Theta is pretty much denied to everybody at the moment. Definitely about to take another cap for CSPS. And yeah, they aren't going to be able to deny it. 228X do not have eyes on Epsi.
Oh, they are going back to Kappa.
Kappa is under enemy control.
Oh yeah, he's going to have to run. He's got the UAV up, which is smart, and he is trying to get out of there.
Yeah, Fire Ant and Siso came back to retake it. And this time looks like Elemental is bugging out.
We have possession of Kappa.
All right, let's come back
So
over to
just
Theta.
a little bit of a trading war going on over Theta. Looks like JZ, Dared, and Yandu have taken the brunt of the hits, but CSPS are ahead at the moment in percentages. So again, just like last match, both teams kind of taking it slow at the beginning. Brian Ferry and Jay-Z are moving up on the left side of Hamburger Hill. And Lamental, I think, knows they're there, so CSPS will know that this push is coming from their right side, from Hamburger Hill.
Yeah, they've been spotted.
Yeah, and they are crossing in very open ground right now, taking a fair amount of damage here. And I think CSPS really need to keep backpedaling. They need to get more guns on, which they're trying to do, but some of these trade mechs, they just aren't that quick to maneuver.
Now you've got 4 moving up in one spot, a couple are still sitting back.
Yeah, Nyan is just furiously trying to get out of the way of this push in that Stalker, which is not the fastest mech around. And the push is getting in.
Oh, Jay-Z's been legged, I think.
I don't think he's legged, but he's dead now. He got CT.
Oh, yep. Maybe it was just him doing the jump jets. It looked like the mech was jumping around a little bit.
Yep, kind of went from a push to kind of a skirmish, peeky-pokey kind of fight. Brian Ferry looks to be the next main target. His CT is open. Lamental's just running up and throwing peeps in his face.
Yeah,
and Brian goes down. Somehow Nyan, oh, never mind. Wow. I was going to say he was clinging to life and then got taken out. Dared pretty shot up. Ghost Paladin as well.
Now the parts
I think Dared is legged. Dared goes down. Nate's going to go down any minute. CT open. And Nate goes down. So far looking maybe a little better for CSPS. They're up on mechs at least and have a couple still very fresh. Ex-Chico goes down.
Yep,
St. Paul goes down. So it's 4-6 now.
Ghost Paladin is severely hurt.
Royal is
Dio
legged, I think, so he is in deep trouble.
Oh.
It's always huge to leg alike because that hurts your cap game. Fire Ant is probably going to die next year. Yeah, legged already as well.
Legged.
So this should go to CSPS, I think. And Poner is moving in, getting shots on Dio's back. Lizzie has also pushed in with that Corsair, but that's not going to fare that well against these more brawl-oriented mechs or these mid-range mechs. Ghost Paladin taken out.
Lizzie taking out Ghost Paladin. Nice.
Nice job. Lizzie goes down to Dio. So it's up to Poner, and I mean CSPS could just run and play the cap game,
Cap
I
game.
think, at this point. But they can also get this kill. Like, they should be able to win this fight. Yeah, and Poner's halved, so likely very little DPS left.
Theta is
Half the
controlled by
guns.
enemy.
Going for one more shot.
And now nothing.
Yep.
Enough resources.
That was a good attempt to at least get another kill or try to get another kill on the board.
Yeah, and that was much closer than the previous match. It was, 8-5 in favor of CSPS. That'll be all for this one. And it does mean that 228X, unfortunately for them, are knocked out. And CSPS will continue on.
All right, as soon as this publishes over on this side, come on, there he goes. Go and pull up the MWO stats, and there you go.
Yeah, so got some big damages in this one. Dio 720 and 4 kills, definitely a force in that one. Nate 540, bunch of other players for CSPS, around 400 to 500 damage. A kill for Deathly, 2 for Paladin, 1 for Yondu. And then on the other side, Poner got 852, but no kills. Lizzie got 508 and 2, and Royal got 410 and 2, and the other players were kind of strung between 150 and 350. So just not quite as much damage coming out of the 228X side.
Alrighty. Oh, give me just a second. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the overlay scene now. And so that's it for tonight. No more cast for us. I believe there's no other cast happening right now. That was it.
Oh, that was it.
That was the last
we will
match.
have more next weekend.
Wow. The weekend went by so quick.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, folks.
And I'm not sure exactly which games we'll have next weekend, but certainly a couple of losers bracket games, and we'll be working out the schedule and then getting that posted for everybody as soon as we're able to.
Yep, keep an eye out, folks, and Live will have that ready. So you guys have a wonderful time. I'll see you out throughout the week, and definitely next Saturday. So good night, everybody. Brower, thank you again, and I will see you next time.
Yep. See ya. Thanks for watching.